This is 2 weeks. This is day 14 on the Carnivore Diet. Sorry, it's been a few days. Weekend, and then yesterday was crazy. Episode 12, I believe. Things are going good. Energy's been good. Getting still stronger on the exercises, but I think I've been pushing it too hard. Like, trying to do more. I'm doing like max till I can't go anymore every time I do my push-ups and pull-ups. And I noticed my elbow starting to hurt a little bit. Not bad, but noticing it where I wasn't noticing it at all. So I think I'm going to back off a little and just do them as fast as I can, but like while I'm still strong, and then once I get tired, stop, instead of trying to like keep it going until I can't do it anymore. So I'm not like stressing it so much. I've noticed in the past, every time I get hurt, it's when I'm like trying to do stuff when I'm already tired, like trying to push a little more, and that's when I get injured. Not breathing good. That's one of the frustrating things that's bothering me about this so far is I still have to use my medicine, but today I did my rescue inhaler this morning, and didn't do my Symbicort, and I didn't do my Zyrtec, and I'm going to try not to do those. I think maybe that's why I still have it, is because that stuff makes it so you can breathe, but I also think it it doesn't let anything out because it dries everything up. So I'm going to try this, and even though I might be wheezing and not breathing as good, it might be like it'll come out and I can hack it out. So I'm going to do that. That's the thing. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to try doing sprints to where I'm breathing really hard. I'll probably do my rescue inhaler before I do it, but try and knock some of that stuff out of there with some really hard breathing. That's about the only thing that's... One of the things I know, I've had a stressful past few days. And when I did the Carnivore Diet in the past too, it was during a time where it was real stressful mentally, and I noticed when I was on the paleo and something like in your life's going on kind of chaotic, I would immediately just go eat terrible food. Like, I couldn't handle it. Like, I'd go get Wendy's or Popeye's chicken, And I noticed that even though I'm having a stressful time, one, I'm dealing with it way better, way calmer, and two, I don't feel the need to go to bad food. Like, I'm still good, staying strong, and not tempted by bad food. So that's a big plus, because that's one of the things that always knocked me out. Either just being around all kinds of food, and here, just have one cookie, and then I end up, basically that's the last thing I do before I'm off the wagon. So that's a big thing, is where I can be stressed out and it still doesn't bother me as far as eating goes. I'm not craving the bad stuff when I'm stressed out. What else is going on? I've been getting tired at night, but I think I also remember when I was on paleo, same thing. Once it 8-9 o'clock rolls around, you're tired and ready to go to sleep. I think like my circadian rhythm starting to kick in better. Like, and in the morning you wake up. I've stayed up later, but like you're tired. Where before I would, I might be tired, but I still might stay up till 10 o'clock at night. Where now it's like your body wants you to go to sleep and get your sleep. So I wouldn't say it's lack of energy that makes me tired. It's like, because I'm fine all day, and I'm not tired during the day at all. It's just when like it's time to go to bed rolls around, and it's time to go to bed. At least that's what I think. What else? I think that's it for now. I got more I want to talk about later, but that's going to stop here. I wanted to add on to today's. Other thing I haven't been noting. I'm down about just over 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm just a smidge under 200. I started at 210. So, another thing, my nose has been running all day and not feeling too, I still have energy, but I've been feeling kind of slow. Not, sorry, I'm waiting for traffic and it's not moving. So I think I might be sick. I might have a bug. My daughter had a runny nose the other day, all day. I had a runny nose today, and I just thought it was maybe because I wasn't taking my Zyrtec, but I'm kind of feeling out of it. And I had stomach issues just all of a sudden. Had to pull over to a McDonald's, which is hilarious. I'm not eating McDonald's anymore, so I had to stop there just to shit, and it wasn't caused by McDonald's. It's kind of ironic. So yeah, I think I might have a bug. So see how this goes. Like, I feel, for being sick, I feel pretty good, but I feel like I used to feel normally. And it's also been raining all day long and overcast, dark. Some of the other things I wanted to talk about was, there was a vegan, like a sign for pig farmers, get out now, don't make the same mistake as tobacco farmers. It was a big billboard, basically like we're gonna put you out of business, vegans. Become a vegan. I hate that shit. Like, I get you do whatever you want, but like they're all trying to stop everybody else from doing it. And I'm not like in support of animal cruelty, but we are carnivores. Everything else eats everything else. You know what I mean? Even plants will poison you and kill you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's nature. So, I don't know. I thought that was crap. I want to pin him. Maybe if this goes good enough, get a bunch of people together and we can get a billboard up in downtown and for eating meat, showing the results. Yeah. Anti-plant thing. And then, since I'm kind of out of it, this might suck if I can get it worded right, but I want to talk about just like the bad science, conventional wisdom, like talked a little bit about before, but like it's not the only thing I've noticed in it, not nutrition, but like, say like the barefoot stuff, like doctors say you should have shoes with good support, and even everyone, when I got my daughter, they're like, oh, you should get stride right shoes. They're made, they support good. And I made a podcast, another one about this, but this is a different one. But how, like, what's wrong with your goddamn feet that you need to have like support? It's like, and then it turns out, I think the reason people have bad feet is because of shoes. Like, you don't need anything to support your feet. Your feet are made to support you. When you prop them up with all that stuff, everything just atrophies. It gives you all kinds of problems. So that's one thing. And then there's like, the whole nutrition thing, where for years they've been telling us, don't eat fat, eat margarine, eat vegetable oils, eat lots of grains, and everybody's fat and dying now because of that. Like, they've literally been giving the whole nation an earlier, but people are living longer, but look at them. You know what I mean? Quality of life has gone to shit as far as old age goes. Like, when people wait till they retire, it's depressing. Then they're wearing a diaper and, on their third hip. And then, another one, I'm a dog trainer, went to school for it and everything, and the whole modern way of training dogs works from the standpoint of it's a bunch of cues for making them do certain actions, like clicker training and food training. Like, you could train a chicken to do something that way, or that's how they train killer whales, but you're not really in charge of the animal at all when you do that. So it's just a bunch of tricks, motivation and reward. And the best way to do it is to have the thing in a kennel all the time and then just let it out semi-starving, and it'll do whatever you want if all conditions are correct. I've seen some of the best trained dogs I've ever seen, Schutzhound dogs or obedience champions, and the owners still actually have no control over their dog outside that. Like, if it tries to fight another dog, they can't, I don't know what to do. Click, click, treat. No, it doesn't work. So, I mean, that was one thing I found. Like, I've trained dogs that they've gone to all these and paid exorbitant amounts of money to these trainers that had them do all these stupid things. And, saying, well, you just need to keep, you went too early. You need to go farther away from dogs if they're aggressive. Or I remember one they had this huge dog, and they were having the owner act like it was eating out of its bowl to act like it was dominant, which is a great way to get your face ripped off if you've got a dog you're not in charge of. Anyways, I could have dogs with like all these issues and problems, and they paid all this money and it's not working, and they said their dog's this, or maybe it should be that, and like you give it one good no correction, dog's like, oh shit, what do you want me to do? It's like simple as shit, really. But conventional wisdom and like the current thing is crazy. Like, I don't know how many dogs get euthanized because they have some like canine aggressive disorder. It's like, no, you don't. Just don't let it do it. Nobody's ever actually stopped the dog from doing it in an effective manner. That's all it is. Not saying all dogs are easy to train, but most of them are. And then that goes along with the whole, the food. And my point is, I mean, look. This kind of sucking, but the point is, a lot of these experts, yeah, they're experts and they've trained for years on knowledge that's bullshit. Like, I don't care if you're an expert if all the information you're an expert on isn't true. And that's what it seems like the whole nutrition industry is, and the medical industry follows that information. And it's not to mention it's all wrong. It's backed by all these by vegans and vegetarians and who have an agenda based on their feelings instead of actual facts. And that's what the dog training thing, that's why I was bringing that up. That goes along the thing. It's based on feelings, like that Cesar Millan guy who's fucking awesome. I don't know how many dogs that guy saved that they couldn't even possibly train, probably. Most of the trainers I know that do the clicker stuff would have those dogs euthanized, but he's a mean person because he goes. But that's the same thing with like the vegans, like all their science they're throwing out, half of it's bullshit or made up, and it's because of their feelings. It has nothing to do with the truth. And then you've got the grain industries and pharmaceuticals and everything else. All the studies, all the money that gets funded for studies is people trying to make it so it beats bad for you, basically. Those are the only ones pouring the big money in, or going towards vegetarianism. So the reason there isn't a lot of studies on eating meat or keto or whatever is because there's no big money behind it. Because you're not going to sell statins if the cure is just to not eat wheat. You know what I mean? Eat a steak. I won't prescribe you all these drugs. So, I don't know, that was kind of rambling and incoherent, but I'm not feeling that great. But I had to get one out today. Thanks.